I'm sensible when I need to be. I'll be fine. 48 hours, nice little trip, and probably needed as well after, from here to the practice in Rome next week to Wentworth. I'll get back into London on Wednesday evening, and then I'll have four good days in London to practice and get myself ready to go to Rome on Monday.
Okay, Jamie?
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. You think how Victor ended the season, what John Rahm's done this year. You've got myself, Tommy Fleetwood's back playing some of the best golf that he's played in a while. Tyrrell, Sheehan, Rosie. So I think the thing is you've got a nice blend of experience and youth in the team. I think everyone that's followed golf closely over the past few months has known the potential that someone like Ludwig has had. You just had to watch him hit balls on the range at any PGA Tour event. He's special. He really is. He's a unbelievable ball striker. I don't think people maybe from this part of the world recognized it because he's played all of his golf in college in the States and then played a lot of PGA Tour stuff. But he's come over here. He finished fourth in Czech, and then he went and won in Switzerland. So I think he's proved to a lot of people that he's obviously worthy for a pick. I honestly think Luke was going to pick him regardless, but he obviously made his job a bit easier when he won on Sunday.
Just a little follow-up.
I think everyone probably thinks they could be doing more. 18 holes match play is not that it's certainly not a toss of a coin, but it's you're gonna come up against guys that are playing. I've had some Ryder Cup matches where I haven't played very well and I've been able to win them, and I've played some great Ryder Cup matches that I've ended up losing. So you can go. There's two different ways of looking at it, but I feel like over the course of the 6 Ryder Cups that I've played, that I've made a good contribution to most of the Ryder Cups that I've played. I think last year was the first time that I had a losing record in any Ryder Cup that I played. I think even going back to France, Hazeltine, Gleneagles, Medina, Celtic Manor, I think I'd won more than I'd lost, which was good. So, I think last year maybe skews the numbers a little bit. So, I think it's important to feel like you're doing your bit for the team. And as everyone saw last time, I didn't feel like I did what I was supposed to, and obviously trying to put that right this year.
I'm going to go last 2.
Yeah, it is. It's good to be back, especially back here to the K Club, where I've had by far my best finish at the Irish Open. So it's been great to get back and sort of try to refamiliarize myself with the golf course. A lot's happened in the last 7 years, so I actually struggled to remember quite a few holes on the front nine that I played this morning, and but it's all sort of started to come back to me. So nice to come back, and great memories, and just happy to be here and sort of try to keep up the good play that I've the good run that I've been on over the last couple of months.
We're good.
Yeah, I think I was one behind going into the 16th, behind Russell Knox, and that second shot on 16s just sort of changed obviously the whole outcome of the tournament. But I ended up making a 4 there. Russell ended up making a 6. So 2-shot swing, and then went one ahead, and the 2 shots I hit on 16, the 2 on 17, and then the 2 on 18 were, that's the way you want to try to close out a golf tournament. And it was amazing. I think the one thing I remember from it was when the ball hit the green on 16 with the second shot, the roar from the crowd on the right side. They'd set up like a sort of bar type thing over there, and I just remember the roar from over there was pretty cool. So it was a great finish, and it was nice to I said, like, for as long as I can remember since I was a child, the only tournament my mum ever wanted to see me win was the Irish Open. So for her to be there and for me to win it, and it meant a lot to her, obviously, and a lot to us as a family.
Speaking of bars,
Yeah, it's okay. I would say it's at 90%, 95%. It's not 100% better. I'm just having to take care of it a little bit, but it's not preventing me from doing anything that I wouldn't usually do. It's just being a little more mindful of it, I guess. And the chronology, I got back from the Tour Championship and then just started to do some rehab exercises for it. Went to see the physio a couple of times. I hit balls once on Saturday before we left, and we flew, and we spent a couple of days in London before we came here. So yeah, I hit balls on Saturday, and then I practiced a bit yesterday on Tuesday. So I've a bit limited in what I have done, but I sort of just needed to rest it and take care of that first. That was like the priority, and then and I was saying to Harry and Michael, I feel during the FedEx Cup playoffs, it was so hot those weeks that I didn't really feel like I practiced at all. It was just sort of warm up play. I didn't really hit balls after the round, so I haven't felt like I've really properly practiced since the week before the playoffs, whenever that was, like the first week in August. So it'll be nice over these next couple of weeks, and obviously the week leading into Rome to sort of feel like I've spent some time refining a few things in my game and working on some stuff that I'm excited to spend the next few weeks over here and do that.
Okay, just to the front, left.